Okay, this is the solo for Just Call Me Lonesome. There's some tricky parts to this, and it starts right off with the tricky part. This whole first part of the solo is going to be that toggling motion between 6 and 5, or between 3 and 5 together with your first and second fingers, and 6 with your thumb. So you're either going to be doing this or this for the first part of it. The very first part starts off with just 5 and 6, and it starts open. It starts on strings 5 and 6. And I play this different ways with my fingers, but I think the easiest way for a person to play it is to use your thumb and your first finger on strings 5 and 6. So that your second finger can stay in position for when you need it to be there for the back half of this. So you're going to toggle, and then you're going to hammer into the A and B pedals. And one thing I should say about this is that whenever you're pedaling or sliding, you're not going to pick on that note. So since I pedaled into those notes, I don't pick them. I want to hear the bend. And then you're going to have to put your bar down. This takes some bar control. And I'm leaving the pedals down. And there I didn't pick because I dropped the bar on that note, kind of hammering into it. So I didn't pick that note. Once you get to your B, on the second fret here with your pedals down, you're going to go to the 3 and 5 and 6 grab. And that's what you're going to do right there. So you gotta work that out. I'll do that really slow for you. Takes bar control. I'm using my thumb. I'm holding the bar in the same position I would normally hold it on the strings. But I'm using my thumb to hold the bar so it's not going to fall out of my hands. And I'm kind of putting the tip down first. So if you're not used to picking the bar up, it's definitely a technique you need to learn. And I'm coming down, it's a little bit sloppy when I try to play it slow. Cleaner, when I can play it fast, because the next note's going to kind of block out any, rattly noises. Now I'm going to go on the B. As soon as I get to the B, I'm going to go into the 3 and 5 and 6 grab. I'm going to slide up to the 5th fret and letting off the pedals. Since this is a slide, I won't be picking it. Okay, so I'm going then just slide up to the 7th. I have to start back on 5 because, again, since I'm sliding, I'm not going to actually pick those notes. And that's the phrasing. So I actually don't do that when I come back to the end, but Okay, so just to be clear here, I'm playing, if I don't do any of the picking, I'm playing pedals down, fret 2. And then I go up to the 5th fret with no pedals. And then 7th fret, no pedals. 6th fret, no pedals. And back to 5, no pedals. So putting all of that together. I'm going to do it slower. Up to speed. When you get it up to speed, you can kind of get that feel, that kind of galloping feel to it. And I like that galloping feel. Okay, so the next part, when you come down to the A, you have to stop that picking motion. Right there, and then you're going to hit strings 1 and 2, followed by 3 and 4. And I'm using my little finger right here. I'm using my little finger to block strings 1 and 2 when I go to pick 3 and 4. You don't want them to ring out. You don't want that. So that's how I block it. Some people might block it with their palm. Other people might have their little finger out and block it with their little finger here. But it's more comfortable for me to have my little finger tucked underneath. That's just the way my hand is when I pick. And then I'm kind of getting it with the side of my little finger right by the nail. And there's no knee lever here. Just strings 1 and 2 followed by 3 and 4. And I'm using my fingers to pick them. So, whoops. So, all of that. Then you go up to the B and you do the same motion with your hand, your right hand, but this time you have to lower your second string a half a tone. And I have a half stop on mine. I can go a whole tone with my second string, but you may not be able to do that. So I have to kind of use a feeler to get halfway for me. But so you go. And then you're into your E chord with your pedals down. Everything else was no pedals. Whoops. Now let me get this right. So again, no knee lever on the A. The knee lever lowering, for me that's my right knee right. And that's pretty common. Lowering my second. And then going into my E chord. So the whole thing goes like this. That's the last lick. Okay, so I'm using, for the last lick, I'm using my second finger and my thumb. And I'm starting, it's all open, there's no bar. But I'm starting with my pedals down. My A pedal, I'm going to rock off of my A pedal, leaving my my B pedal down for my 6th string. And then I go back to my 5th string, but my A pedal's still up. And then I rock off of my 6th string rock off the B pedal, followed by 7 and 8 strings. And I always play that with my thumb, the 6th string with my thumb, cross over with my 2nd finger right here. So I hit the 6th string and then cross over underneath it, actually cross under my thumb to hit string 7 with my middle finger, and then my thumb's in position for 8. And I'm using my pick and my fingertips. My fingertips are actually, you can see my fingertips, maybe you can't see it in the video, but they're actually a little bit, they have a little bit of residue from the strings on them. They're a little bit gray there from the, just the strings, because that's where I'm blocking so much. I'm blocking with my fingertips. Ah. Okay. That's the solo. Let's play it together with the music. And that's the solo for Just Call Me Lonesome.